Okay, we are live now. Yes, yes, yo. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream.
Hey, my name is Celeste.
I'm
And that's
Isaac.
Isaac. And Carrick's behind the scenes. And we are ILLUMINARI. And this is podcast 2 of Lead the Vibe. So we want to take this chance to explain, using this episode, what Lead the Vibe is about.
Yes.
So Lead the Vibe primarily started as a song that we are working on. It's nearly done. Our com crashed, so otherwise it will probably be out already actually. But basically, we have expanded on this idea. It is like the main song for the mixtape that we are doing, and a campaign in the message of like us being responsible for the highest vibration, the individual, the me, the I being responsible for the highest vibration. So we are not reliant on anything outside of who we are to, to be our best selves, or to be in the blissful state, you know.
Yeah. And this campaign you mentioned, our songs usually, the way we do our songs, so the way our songs come about, kind of happen naturally, like natural campaigns, It's almost like what we are going through in life in that moment, stuff that we're learning becomes the songs, right? That's kind of how Lead the Vibe actually
Yeah,
crystallized.
so like us being very authentic with the entire process. That's what we prioritize everything on. Is that we are like our art is not first, our spirit is first, and then the art is like a vehicle for us to process all the things, and at the same time we share that process with all of you, so our external world becomes closer, with the internal world, so everything's one. This is the way we think about it.
And when we say spirit, what we're talking about actually is not some, woo-woo stuff, you know what I mean? Some woo, like what kind of thing. When we say spirit, we're talking about this present moment, right? And it's for lack of better word. It's for lack of other, more. The words don't do it, So we use words like spirit, truth, things like that. What we're actually talking about is just this present moment, who you really are in this present moment. And spirit seems to be one of those words that kind of hits the spot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just talking about our inner processes, being reflective, personal development, that kind of thing, if you don't want to use the word spirit. But I mean, spirit is the essence of it. I mean, we believe that we are going through a spiritual process in a physical existence. So, like, it's just a word. There's no woo-woo or whatever it is, unless you want to go too much into the mind.
Yeah, because
So
there's a lot of new age stuff and things, and I mean everyone's got their own process, this trying to understand what this truth thing is, but we try to keep it, the way we understand it, so it's kind of a personal thing, the way we express ourselves.
Right. So basically, like, if this episode is about like explaining, leading the vibe, and like, and and then about the whole campaign of it, which is like us doing different art projects to kind of ground the idea in us that we don't need to get affected by things around us, but that if we are responsible for the highest vibration, if we are leading the vibe, then we are this good feeling space is autonomous. If we feel that nobody else, that means, like if somebody is in a mood, or somebody is like being feeling down, or anything, instead of us all going to, like, you know, like somebody gives you like a bad attitude, and then we pass to the next person, and the next person pass to the next person. Instead of that being the reigning vibration, the idea that you are always consciously creating in every moment, being able to lead the vibe in every moment, that is already a promise to a higher vibration at all times. And like Sadhguru actually mentioned before, like that why should we be anything less than the highest vibration? And like thinking about that, it feels very good too, because it's that you should always manage yourself from top to toe, your inner world, in your presence, and choose the best vibration for you. Why should you always feel like you're not enough? Why should you always feel like you you have you know that you are not able to? It's if you feel empowered to choose, you know, that you feel that you're responsible, you know, these are the terms, you know. Yeah.
Well, if you're leading the vibe, then you can set the tone. It becomes your agenda, you know, it becomes your thing. Wherever you go, it becomes, you are the leader, you become the leader, right? And we're not asking, or we're not, this is not about other people, it's about yourself. And in our case, personally speaking, it's about ourselves. It's about being responsible for how we feel, you know?
Yes, that's exactly it, because you cannot control other people, and trying to is actually just like a lifestyle of fear, you know. In a manner of speaking, it's like you if you feel so much need to control external things, you are basically like feeding your fears, that you want things your way, and anything that's out is like you are, any of the unknown makes you very uncomfortable. That is completely the opposite of what we are going for. Being comfortable in the unknown is, you know, one of the highest vibration. Is like you are able to sit there and just embrace the entirety of things, you know, like feeling the oneness of the entire universe, you know.
It's like relax Jack, you know.
In other words,
It's relax
yeah,
Jack.
exactly, like being able to
And
chill. Yeah.
There's a term, I don't know, I don't say Singlish, right, where we're from. But this is a term, the people where we're from in Singapore, you understand what we mean by this, you know. But then again, you also understand the kind of guilt that is associated with being that way, you know. You see someone too chill or something, you think, hey, that guy is not doing anything, or that guy is, you know, whatever. So these are all the stuff
Stigma.
that comes along, the stigma.
You're saying okay, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because when you're from such a fast-paced, progressive country as we are from,
As Singapore, yes.
it's you know, sometimes it could be a stigma to be too chill. Like we have noticed our friends from Australia and stuff. They have a different tempo completely. The vibration feels so spacious. Like
No, but generally speaking, this fear thing, everyone is kind of gripped by it in a way, you know. And that is what actually kind of prevents people from actually leading the vibe, you know. Because putting yourself first becomes not so important, which is crazy, right? If you think about it, that's crazy.
yeah,
right?
it is like, it feels like an illusion kind of selfless behavior if you're putting other people first without any consideration about being aware of how you feel, being aware of what you want, being aware of the truth of you, you know, like that has to be always first to be true, you know. I mean, like this is like something that we feel through really being extremely reflective about these topics like for years, you know. So yeah, basically these are all
Yes,
in
sir.
the vibe campaign that we are trying to go into and learn
And also encourage other people or our fans to kind of vibe with this stuff as well. Like to get that message of what it means to lead the vibe.
yeah, like what I said in the beginning, this is a way to bring the inner world and the outer world as one, and we know that this is necessary, like and a very necessary part of us in
Boy,
our
is it
artistic
necessary nowadays,
journey.
right? Super necessary, especially nowadays, right? Like the way the world is going, the way that things are kind of, getting a bit like you don't know what is what, like you can't, in some senses, you can't really.
And all the great movements
Yeah.
in society right now with everything that's going on.
Yeah, those. The
globally
great campaigns.
and all that. It is very necessary.
I mean, you mentioned Satguru.
to express art, like these things that we're feeling, and I'm never ever going to say that what we feel and think is the be all and all truth. I don't know what it, but I only know what I am going through. And we're going to do some songs as usual for our show podcast.
And happy birthday, Dad.
Yes, and it's
This one
Daddy's
is,
birthday. We're very excited
For you,
about,
the stream is for you.
we're very excited about doing a stream on Daddy's birthday. And I don't know if he can watch it now because it's very early in Singapore. Now it's basically, actually it's not too bad. I think it's 8 a.m. plus. But I'm going to get Daddy to join in later to watch. I mean, this is permanently on our YouTube, so. And is there any way to see like who's on and all that?
Yeah, you can actually go onto the YouTube page. If you click the YouTube, and then you see on the side All right. So yes, the great campaigns of the world. I just want to touch this. Like you mentioned, Satguru. His whole Save Soil movement is about a year old now, and go check that out as well. What's Save Soil, right? It's a global campaign with the aim of saving the soil, because apparently the nutrients are being sapped out, right? And also because of the intense farming practices all around the world. Agriculturally speaking, the soil is not given enough time to recover, right, and get back to its full nutrient state, right? This is what I understand, right? So go check that campaign out. That's another beautiful campaign, together with Lead the Vibe, which is our campaign. And we're gonna drop some songs. So what should we do? Should we do Titans? Because I was thinking a bit about what we spoke about on TFS earlier, that foreign show, perfection and the pursuit of perfection, And this searching.
Wait, maybe this one we could save for after a song. Then we can go deep into that topic, the perfection topic. Yeah.
Okay,
So let's do Titans, like what you said.
Titans.
And then we can talk about the song.
Yeah. Whoa. Yes. Shout out to Miko. pandu.
Was the word that he fought at the Olympian Sunday? Was the moon of the heart swallowed and swallowed? Is the feet we're too late? Are we the best since we are? We are.
These are real stories that tell you what don't need another player.
What your
Testimonies and song, visual on play phone.
what your
Conversation in the demon leg and live stream. Steady surf over fake dreams. Trying to get clean, fade out and then back into black. Beelzebub's main tack. Voices over picture like drastic. So close that the shit hits the bone in your soul. The kind of dialogue you think you have in your home. Either with the past dream or the future scene. So far the noise rise, yes, with the smoke ring. Sitting around tables, playing execs to the labels, discussing lies. Weakness disguised as no tears.
we
These are real souls that tell you what don't need another player.
we
Stories and songs that which would not play fun. Yeah. Starting the grace, yes, that came before here. Hoping and wishing that it's a time to be near, to be clear, to shine bright like life here. Identities, other name is fear, modus operandi, giving you ideas that you think are you. Time is soft, ladies, love promises, blood your bow. Sticks to your throat, 10+6 better close, powerful into this hell you roll. While we go and singing you and you, so you can bring the kinetic kiss in the midst of the fall. In the mold that you used to hold, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Since the big dog, who? These are real stories I tell you. Say the world don't need another play. Testimonies and song. Visual on play phone. Conversation in the demon lair.
You wake up in your home alone, alone, alone. He was watching as you lay and stumbled until the one inside you was home.
These are real stories that tell you what don't need another player. Testimonies and song. Visual on play phone. Conversation in the demon layer. Live streams that we serve over fake dreams. Trying to get clean. Fade out and then back into black. Beelzebub's main tactic.
All right.
Yes, y'all.
I just want to do a bit of adjustment, so
Alright, so Titans, yes, the theme. Turn down the what? Yeah, you can adjust, you can. So this song. Sorry? Yeah. You can turn up the, yeah. So anyway, this song, Titans, right? This one was pretty special to us, right? And it's talking about a team that is actually very, very. Yeah, the mics is. You can. Mm-hmm.
All right, so we wanted to talk about
Perfection, the pursuit of perfection, and Titans is actually a good one to talk about because when we put this song together, the thing that we were trying to get at, the thing that we're trying to hit, all right, is this idol worship, you know what I mean? And idol worship in the sense of things that you look up to, right? It seems innocent enough, you know, heroes, right? Things that you have on your wall, things that you are looking at, things that you kind of define your daily life after, you know. Seems innocent enough, this whole picture, but what we are saying is this whole thing is bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And it's poison. This
basically what Isaac's trying to say is that the idols are like the people that you think that you want to be.
Yes.
People that you look up to.
Yes.
And so the place where you feel you are perfect is always some distance away.
Yes.
It's never the acceptance of exactly who you are right now.
It's never here and it's never quite gonna be here. Right?
Yeah.
When you're in that mode.
Yeah, and so the thing that we're thinking about, and we have been thinking about this since the past album, as you can see from Titans, is that the learning process, the thing to practice is to see yourself exactly as you are in this very moment and embrace the shit out of it, basically.
Embrace the hell out of it. Embrace the hell out of yourself, right? So you can see this is kind of different, you know. It's kind of different to that other Titan worship kind of thing. You know what I mean? And it's a very different vibration. You can have goals and stuff. You should. I mean, you should have things that you kind of aim towards. That you're trying to, you know, just targets and stuff. All that is cool. It's all innocent. That's great. But when it becomes a kind of self-definition, that's when the problem happens, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I personally don't even know whether I would like to practice this goals thing because, like, I feel like, I mean, at the end of the day, this goals thing, it's like it's more like you can't even help it anyway. Like, for example, I'm going to go brush my teeth. I do have a goal of cleaning it, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like we have goals anyway. I don't really think that it should
innocent.
be so like that is the main thing. Okay, I'm going to focus on my goals. I think we should focus on feeling grateful, feeling complete, and the goals are naturally just happening like with intuition, with like in your natural state, in a true nature kind of way, like. Without needing to make it so mental, so processed, you know?
Yeah.
So prepared. Like I don't think I mean this is something that I am experimenting with, trying it out right now, and
based on our conversation earlier with Martin on the TFS, that foreign show, which you guys can go check out that episode on our
basically we just did a podcast for the radio. Station.
Yes, and
then we're doing ours right now, so we are just off our.
Yes, and based on that conversation, we talked about this point also, and it was very interesting that conversation. Basically, this thing about perfection, right? He is talking about it from an actor's point of view, right? And about how he feels that most actors believe if you cry, it is like a good thing. It's like when you're an actor and you cry, you have, that's some good acting. Look at that person.
He's saying
crying.
that people think that that is the way to see if you are a good actor. That you can cry on cue.
Yeah.
You know?
And what he says, which we were like, yeah, he says no. You know, he's like, is that natural? Like in a normal situation, are you going to actually be crying? in that particular situation. And most of the time, if you look at it, no.
It's like, for example, right? Like you could cry too, but like
You could cry.
in like authentic to the moment. Like most of the time, people are trying to hold back their tears, like they're feeling teary.
Yes.
So he's saying actually the main thing to define whether the person is a good actor or not is more about whether his complex emotions are able to translate to the audience such that they feel like crying themselves, like they feel touched, they feel something. That's what art does, right?
Yes, and most of the time it could be not crying. It could be trying to hold back your tears, which might be more natural. So, I mean, makes sense, right? It's pretty tight. And when you look at this from that perspective and about being perfect, you realize that sometimes the pursuit of perfection, if you're approaching it from a kind of a mental kind of a way,
makes it very robotic.
Makes it
Is
very
that what you
robotic.
think?
Yes. So, for example, yes, to be the perfect actor, this scene requires for me to cry, so I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry on demand. But if it's a real situation and you're a guy, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be crying, in front of no, right? So.
I mean, I have no problems with guys crying. Like I actually find like when guys do, it actually has its beauty and its impact also. So yeah, but I know.
No, look,
I
if
know
you
what
want to
you're talking
cry,
about.
you can cry.
It's just
There's
how many guys are going to be doing that. Most of the time, they're going to try to hold back. Correct. Yeah.
Yes, most people, and this has got nothing to do about guys or girls, right? Most people, guys and girls, don't want to cry in front of other people, right? I mean, you don't really want to show, or it's not a very natural thing to be like crying out just like that. So that's actually the point.
So yeah, so the actor thinks that okay, I'm gonna show that I can give a lot of emotion here,
Yes.
so I can cry on cue,
So I can-
and so
it's
that's
like-
what they think good acting is. But then good acting is being really authentic to the scene. So yeah, that's what you're saying, and then that makes us think about this perfect, imperfect thing. Because
Yes, and we talked about setting up the stream and trying to make things look perfect in the stream, and about how actually maybe sometimes you guys don't
might
really
just
want to
see the mess.
You might wanna see the mess.
see the authenticity,
Yeah,
the whatever.
Let's show them some
Like-
mess right here. What do we have? We have some empty packets of batteries, See, stuff like that, the mind would say, don't show this because it's not perfect, right? Why do people want to see this, right?
Yeah,
So,
like
that was
we
a-
have the projection of how things should be, and then we keep going with it. It starts to get nitpicky, and you go and go and go. Like for example, okay, right now, I think maybe I should sit a little bit more left, so the illuminary graffiti could be, more
Yes.
like. So
Show the brand so we get paid, right? That kind of thing.
or just because you're very anal about anything or whatever, but like you will find the next thing and the next thing. So it's a practice. I'm not saying that we are so chill, terribly not, but like it's something we're observing, and also we realize
No, we're
in
pretty
the
chill.
imperfection.
We're pretty chill.
We're pretty chill, but we realize in the imperfection is where like this beauty and humanness
Yeah.
lies, and the imperfection itself is perfection if we just flow with it. So this is like one of the directions of lead the vibe as well. It's like everything just move with it, like that art thing there. I forgot what is the term for it, but it's like you keep on doing the art, keep on drawing, even when you make mistakes, it's part of the art piece, and you
Part of the art
continue with
piece.
it, and then you just see what the entire masterpiece turns out to be. So like life is really more like that than fussing with everything. Your every little thing must be perfect. Your nail cannot have a chip, and if there's any little imperfection, you fuss with it. You get very hung up on it, and then you're in the mind again, so you're not relaxed again, you're not centered in the comfort space.
Yeah, and you're back in fear, you're back to not trusting yourself, and you're back to not leading the vibe.
Right, so these are the topics that basically we are talking about. Nothing of what we're saying is telling you what to do. It's just thoughts that, we thought it was worth sharing what we are in, what we are feeling and thinking, and what Illuminari is doing for our art right now. So, this is actually just going to be a short stream. We're just choosing on the spot some songs that we're doing. We're going to do
Should we end it or should we do another song?
I want to do two more songs, and in the next segment we would like to spend it on Daddy's birthday thoughts.
Yes.
And what is a good song for us to do right now on this note on perfectionism, blah, blah, blah.
Well...
And fear, maybe Indigo could be.
Well, actually, I'm thinking Zen, actually. I'm thinking Zen, because this vibe of following yourself, trusting yourself, leading the vibe, is a kind of Zen. It's a kind of just here and now kind of thing. Yeah. Here we go. Trust the clown man. Trust the clown man.
Yeah.
Maybe we can turn her up a bit. The channel one. Yeah, the real one.
Feel it. Feel it. Feel it. Feel it.
You've been trying to find me, tries to clown me. Mind just allow me to draw the line here. Wanna get where you gotta go, got to find it. Give a who makes the journey identify it. Taste of the past that keeps it rising. Familiarity that hypnotize me. Big dreams sound good, the shit the blinding. Most of them is white lies. Judge it, judge all of the above. Balls, exercise, right on love. Don't know, daily efficient, dollar, calm my flow. Illusion bus, yeah, with the light show. Cycles on and on, conceptual grind. Ain't just to make stardust on the fake thoughts and real thoughts. Unnecessary noise, car fan and power to pull up, get out, stay quiet.
Dimension fault is genius takes its seat. Structure shivers its essence to the core. As cradled by the deep. Her beauty so sweet makes you wanna give up your life. When you're 125.
Yeah, we tryna get away, no main objective by far. Spiritually evolve, on the ones that wear the doll. Rough, rugged and raw, quick draw, silver paws. Crystal the key, spotless, clean. I'm making them on ways to mess with the mind. Right moves, assign, dismiss, unimportant, overflowing. Ultralight beings, get to the root of things. Where the words come from, who can be certain? What is and would always be undeniable. Like the polar star, I'm here, not just before, but forevermore. Most silent in silence, the canvas. Outside a pristine, cut from no cloth, clean, untouched by whatever the fuck comes unstuck. Super smart, Teflon anti with the word of rhyme.
Why should I think about whatever comes natural around to me? I'm not always so mister, beating and dancing for everything. It's to believe in something to keep it alive, so identify. Don't have to make sense of it all. Your heart's in moments at a time. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Zen. Shout out to Miko for that one, for composing that one.
Alright, so Zen is Zen exclamation mark. It's not a Zen like Zen garden that conjures up images of like
Like-
being like really peaceful and all that. It's a different way to use the word. We actually sing Zen exclamation mark as in awaken, like
Yeah.
yeah. And basically like you were saying that when you're thinking this moment of like awaken,
Yeah.
it's the realization actually that you are perfect, you are complete as you are, in your imperfections basically. So yeah, you're right, this is a perfect song for
Yeah.
talking about this topic,
And,
perfect imperfection.
Once you trust I mean, at that point, you're trusting yourself and you're leading the vibe.
Yeah. So basically, like leading the vibe is in the end a way to become autonomously happy. So like things can happen around you, it doesn't affect, because you are choosing, you are the one that's deciding, you are taking responsibility for it, and not nobody else. So if you go downstairs, some random guy slaps you.
Okay.
I mean, just for like a fucked up example, but like yeah, and you can still feel good. It doesn't have to be like, oh my god, why am I so unlucky today or whatever. You can choose like not to like be having the bad shit that happens to you like own you. Like, why should it be like, are you really that weak? If you really face it, you will say no, I'm not.
And actually, if you find, once you've dealt with that thing, nobody's going to be slapping you or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
gonna happen.
vibrationally something changes. Yeah, and then okay, so like talking about what Zen means, I would like to return to Titans as well, because like we were explaining that it's about like the idols. So basically, the Titan is like the idols, the people that you want to be, but actually you are the Titan already. That's why Titans is with an S. It's Titans. We are all Titans. The people that you want to be, they are Titans.
Yeah.
Why are they different from you? Like in your own way, you are absolutely complete. You have to, if you can see it, it expands. I mean, that's what we
Yeah, and
we
in your-
really feel like, and live it.
And in your own way, you're absolutely perfect. You know, the way you are, just the way you are. You know, and that, seeing that, accepting that, is a very different kind of vibration. It's very different, right? Having a Titan that you're looking out to, that's looking down on you from off the wall, right? Poster wise, looking down at you. That's a very different vibration, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like when you always feel like inferiority or superiority thingy going on, it's an illusion. You're in illusion. The relativity of things it's a state of illusion. Like the reality being empty and free to create. That is
Yes.
more true.
Free to create.
With no storylines. No, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so this last section is
Yes.
is a celebration for Daddy.
For happy birthday, Dad.
Yes, we are so far, and we can't celebrate with you, with Daddy right now. We saw the cake, the durian cake.
Durian
that
cake.
Cedric bought, and it looks delicious.
Durian ice cream cake,
And-
right?
Yeah, and in the video, Daddy was talking about like
Making us jealous.
like winning 40, or because like basically he loves the lottery system in Singapore. A lot of Singaporeans, his generation especially, they like to play 40. 40 is the lottery system, and it's very fun for them. Everyone gets really excited, and like Singapore really has this environment where like people gather around, they play games, they gamble.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically we have a very strong gambling culture, and it's fun, it's funny and everything.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, and Daddy looks very cute in the video, and we can't wait. We really we're really focusing to like, you know, complete some things over here in Mexico and finish it up so we can like feel good to head back and
spend some time with our family.
Yeah, like spend proper time. And yeah, so basically like
So Daddy is turning 71.
Very nice age.
Yes.
And so we are we're doing this stream also to celebrate across the world on the on this like online.
And we want to wish him panjang.
Yes, panjang umur, Daddy. It means long live long
life.
in Malay, and that's what we say to our elders during Chinese New Year and on their birthdays. And so like, yeah, panjang umur, Daddy. And we wanted to do a song for you as well, but we are going to prepare that as a cover and post it up somewhere. And then now let's do something from the songs that you have there.
Yes. What shall we do? I was thinking actually Soul Freedom.
Okay.
Or should we do? Yeah, anything you choose. Let's do that one. Soul Freedom. Let's go.
Low vibes can get you.
Obsession with perfection and an ongoing discussion and no sense in this nonsense. Perfect distraction.
Open your eyes a little wider.
Strategize this day. Yeah, to summarize with no surprise and let it be all good, all smooth. I ain't control what lies.
Say, it's truly fire.
If you pump your brakes, second place your day, so we chase restless ways. What you thought and what you think you see, talking definition of what you think your ISG.
Never compromise the eye. Eagle's eyes down on of sufficient attention on the unwanted. Interest fuses monopoly, watch the story. The small and the sneaky.
Yeah.
The small and the sneaky.
Me, yeah, none of the shit happened to me, cause it did something else. Happened then, to it now it's three. Multiply, try to hide the fate that goes, televised in the face. Division engage, hard to replace, so with general intention. Simple like children, obsession with perfection. Ongoing discussion, no sense in this nonsense. Perfect distraction, sick of the game, race to play. Answer the call of other. Sense cocked, automatic lock on the pain. Snap with the finger, listen to the brain. Me no job for the shit, tend to turn away. Seemingly no thing, infinitesimal, unimportant. So it's left to slide.
Low vibes can get you. Open your eyes a little wide. See, it's truly fine. Only engage with the higher. Never compromise the eye. Eagle's eyes down on you. Obsession place tension on the unwanted. Introfuses monopoly. Watch the story. The small and the sneaky. Ooh, the small and the sneaky. Like the oldest friend. Needing you to stay the same. When you're no longer drawn to conceptual belonging. Low advice can get you. Open
girl.
Desire.
Getting me hot, girl.
Only engage with the high. Never compromise the high.
It's getting me high, girl.
Eagle's eyes down on
Eagle's
you.
eye, hawks down on you.
Obsession plays attention on the unwanted. Interfuses monopoly. Watch the story. The small and the slicky.
Get the small and the sneaky puppy trying to get it.
Oh, the small and the slicky.
The small and the sneaky puppy. What to do, but it flows, it goes, yes, in every which way. Cause it just cause you so participate. Judge on your ways, ain't got a mistake. Forgotten your real place. To be fodder for the fools, you forever in the groove. For you exist through. Heavy though it seems, yes, you must be trusted. Real right, round raw, silence envelopes the ruckus. Us, but not us, trust us. Goes to nada, happening to no one. Guess at the study, think you fully done. Marinate, sweet sauce, sun. Disengage in the taste that might have sprung. True meaning of freedom. Open your eyes a little wider, see your true desire. Only engage with the higher. Right your wrongs, accept us as the preacher. Full of fear, faults of others appear in your own psyche. So be silent, G.
Lower vibes can get you. Open your eyes a little wider. Say your true desire. And that was so frigid.
Yeah.
And like all of our songs, the lyrics have been written like in a special way, like so frigid. Each line for the verses that I wrote, they are meant to stand out individually, to catch you, to kind of wake up again. So it's all about that. It's like it's always about awakening the like your truth, your true nature. You know that it's just like common sense in a way, you know, like you just actually already know it, but as you live, you're conditioned more and more to the mind, and you just get lost in the routine of what you're doing. And it's like So Freedom is again another song for awakening. And Zen was written like a koan, which is the short stories that are in like the Zen masters would recite to you to bring you from the mental space to the heart-centered logic, which is absolutely different. And in something like the moment you get it, you like the moment you understand the Zen story from the heart space, like it just made so much sense. Like you're wondering how come you didn't even get it from before, you know? Because you're stuck in mathematics, you know?
Very related to what we're talking about. Projecting a perfect thing, right? You know.
Yes.
Like tell them a bit about that. You know, like moving from the mind space to the heart space. That's what the koan's about, right?
Yeah, like it's all the short stories are from moving from the heart space from moving from the mind space to the heart space. Because like the mind space is like it makes you think personal, you know? It makes you relate everything to like, oh, why is this happening to me? But in the heart space, you know what it is in a bigger.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
a bigger breathing sense, you know.
And it allows you to kind of see things from other people's perspectives.
Yes,
Yeah.
Or just the more true, the less deluded perspective, you know, like basically like a short story we always like to share with our friends is like in my own way of reciting it is basically like, okay, like this guy, he's sitting there, and then some dude comes to him and does this, you know. And then he walks away, and then he comes back again, and this time he does this, and then he's like the guy is wondering why, what did I do different, like first time and second time, what did I do to make such a different reaction from the guy, and then but the heart space understanding of it is just simply, it's the guy wants to do what he does, what, you know, it has nothing to do with you. He could be in any mode, he could be in any in his head space, could be anywhere, so
it's not mathematical.
It's not logical, it's not mathematical, so it's a different logic altogether, and you get it, and in that space is always relaxed. You start from that, always start from there, that relaxation. So yeah, we are going to end off. Happy birthday, Daddy, again. I'm going to tell you a little bit about ILLUMINARI just before we go. We are about being light. We are about going inward and finding truth from your true nature, from art, from music, and it's primarily like the yin or the feminine version of like this search for truth, you know, like how it will be done with in this like inner journey ways, you know? Yeah.
Yes.
So just ending on that note.
And given that it's that's so beautiful. Yeah. And it's so beautiful just now you're singing also.
Oh, thank
like
you.
the different version that you did, you know, the end bit. Really nice. And given that it's Daddy's birthday also, happy birthday, and it's like first day of spring vibes, or spring vibes. It's like the beginning, you know.
Yes.
It's like the beginning of
That
this.
is our Aries. That is is the beginning of us.
Yes, so, Aries energy.
Carrick, do you want to say happy birthday, Daddy? Wait, just pop your head in and then.
Happy birthday.
Carrick using his sexy voice. Pop your face in. Daddy would like to see it. No, okay, never mind. Forget it.
Well, guys, I see all of you guys who are joining us for for the stream. Appreciate it so much. Love you all.
Thank you very much for joining us. We didn't advertise this one because we are trying out different things. But like we're very happy for to have anyone watch us at all and come and share our world. And,
yes, and also go check out the other stuff that we mentioned. You know, all the other campaigns, Satguru Safe Soul campaign. Go check out Illicit. You know, and we mentioned them on our TFS show. Go check them out also. TFS on ADR Networks. And yes, and just thank you for being there. Yeah.
All right, peace out.
Peace.